Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Now we are going to see the paper Visual Role Mining. A picture is worth 1,000 roles. It comes under the domain data mining. What is role mining? Role mining is the process of analyzing user to resource mapping data to determine or modify user permissions for role-based access control in enterprise. Access control is the process of mediating requests to data and services maintained by a system, determining which requests should be granted or denied. Significant research has focused on providing formal representation of access control models. Among all proposed models, role-based access control has become the norm in most organizations. This success is greatly due to its simplicity. A role identifies a set of permissions users in turn are assigned to roles based on the responsibilities. To implement a RBAC system, it is important to devise a complete set of roles. This design task, known as role engineering, has been recognized as the costliest part of the RBAC-oriented project. The design of role mining algorithms, existing techniques deal with three main practical issues: meaning of elicited roles, noise within data, and correlations among roles. We propose a visual role mining approach to solve the existing role mining problems. Our approach is that visual representation of roles can actually amplify cognition, leading to optimal analysis results. This system presents a graphical way to effectively navigate the results of any existing role mining algorithms. Visually identify meaningful roles within access control data without resorting to traditional role mining tools. Visualization of the user permission assignments is performed in such a way to isolate the noise, allowing role engineering to focus on relevant patterns, leveraging their cognition capabilities. Finally, correlations among roles are shown as overlapping patterns, hence providing an intuitive way to discover and utilize these relations. Our work shows that the proper representation of user permission assignments allows role designers to gain insight, draw conclusions, and design meaningful roles from both IT and business perspectives. We propose two algorithms called the advisor and extract. Advisor is a heuristic algorithm used to sort the user and permission matrix. In advisor, Jacob coefficient is a similarity measure used to avoid a large gap between items. Finally, a probabilistic algorithm called extract is used to generate a list of pseudo roles. We offer a graphical way to effectively navigate the results. Next, we see the flow of our proposed work. First, we separately create user and permissions. Then, assign corresponding permission into corresponding users. Then, we store all informations into database. The database contains the user and permission assignments. Then, we use the binary matrix representation. A natural representation for this permission assignments information is the binary matrix. Matrix contains rows and columns. Each value of the row or columns in binary matrix represents ones or zero, where rows and columns correspond to users and permissions. And each cell represents 1 means a certain user has a certain permission granted, and 0 means a certain user has a certain permission is not granted. In this process, we use the method on or off. The cell is on means a certain user has a certain permission granted, otherwise not granted. Next, we generate the pseudo roles using the extract algorithm. Visual analysis of user permission assignments are used to identify the roles. An approach is used to first compute all possible closed permission sets and later trying to best represent them. A permission set is closed when no proper supersets of permissions possessed by the same user exists. Closed permission sets provide a compressed representation of all possible permission combinations that can be found within users. Closed permission sets are roles in RBAC technology. The number of closed permission sets is often too large when compared to the number of user and permissions, hence leading to long running time and huge memory footprint. To reduce the overall problem complexity, we introduce a probabilistic algorithm called extract. It generates a list of pseudo roles used to feed advisor enough closed permission sets. Next one is matrix sorting. Advisor algorithm is used to sort the matrix. The input of the advisor algorithm is a user permission matrix and the generated pseudo roles. It reorders the rows and columns of the user permission matrix to minimize the fragmentation of each role. In advisor, using jagged coefficients for avoiding large gaps between item sets. The steps of the advisor algorithm. First, we sort rows and columns independently. If some items are assigned to the same set of roles, they are put together. Item set positions are decided one by one. To avoid large gaps by putting item sets close to each other when they share large roles, we measure the similarity between two items using jagged coefficient. Finally, we display a sorted user and permission matrix in a graphical way. Next, we see the running procedure of the project. First, open NetBeans and open our project into NetBeans. Click admin.java. Just right click that file and click run file. First, enter the username and password. Click login. Totally we have 4 options. First one is user creation. In user creation, a new user can be created and also edited. Next one is permission creation. A new permission can be created using this form. Next one is permission assignment. Select the corresponding user and permission assignments. Click the assign button. The user and permission assignments are stored into database. Unwanted user and permission assignments are deleted using this delete option. The next one is extract. Conversion. Conversion is an option used to convert the user and permission name into permission ID and user ID. Click the matrix representation. The input user and permission assignments are represented. Next one is role generation. Click roles button. The candidate roles are generated and displayed. Totally we have 4 roles. Matrix sorting. Click the usage sorting. Then permission sorting. Then click the sorted matrix. Unsorted. This is the input user permission assignment matrix representation. Sorted means the output of the sorting algorithm. This is our final answer. Thanks for listening.